On the Shakeman Show, who's calling? Where are you from?
Dave Meniketti.
Hi, Dave. How are you, Dave?
I'm from Mars, man.
Good to hear from you, Dave. We're going right on live right now if you're ready to go, buddy.
Okay.
All right.
I'm ready.
All right, awesome. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are live here on the Shakeman Show. We have Dave Meniketti. I got a long list here of this guy does in Y&T. Founder, lead vocalist, lead guitarist, and probably the main songwriter, right, Dave?
Yeah, somewhere in there.
I would say. So, Dave, I want to thank you first off for taking the time to talk to us. I know you're busy. You guys are you're out there on tour now. You're playing shows like all the time, which is great. It's great to see you. And you got. I think we got you on the phone now because you're going to be busy in the next couple of weeks as you got that cruise to do soon, don't you?
Oh yeah, among other exciting things. Yeah, we're actually leaving for this 2-month road trip across the U.S. in about 5 days.
Awesome,
something like that. Yeah, and of course we're starting it off with a show on Saturday here locally. But so I don't count that as the whole tour. But there we go. And of course the boat, the ship, the cruise, whatever you'd like to call it. That's ultimately a lot of fun. I mean, 5 days. Sitting there on a ship.
You poor guy.
With rock music, it's great.
Oh, I know. I was just going to say, your job is horrible. I don't know how you do it.
It is. It really sucks.
It sounds like it.
I'd file a grievance.
Drink, I mean, it's just awful.
Oh, man.
Oh my God, it sounds horrible. Who else is on the bill with you guys on that, Dave?
Oh God, I don't even.
Probably tons of people. We'll look it up. I'm not going to make you sit there and do it. We'll look it up ourselves.
No, that's all right. There's way more than I remember that are on there. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, it's usually like 10 to 12 bands usually on them things.
Oh, way more than that.
Yeah, sometimes more than that.
Something in the range of 50 bands or something.
Oh, is it really? Oh my God, I was way off on that one.
Yeah, no, it's over the top. I mean, they have a lot of people on that boat. I mean, let's put it this way: the boat itself is sold out as far as the fans are concerned. But my God, there's probably half the boat is just the rock musicians.
Oh, that's
so many of them on there.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
Okay, here we go. I've got it up. Tesla, Europe, Night Ranger, Tom Kiefer, Extreme, Kicks, Queensryche, Crocus, the Winery Dogs, Striper, Lita Ford, Black Star Riders, Y&T, Zebra, Keel, Black and Blue.
Wow.
On and on and on it goes.
You know what's cool about...
There's way more than that.
And you know what's cool about that, Dave? I'll get to see almost half of them bands when you come to Maryland for the M3 Rock Festival.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, me and Jen here on the show, we go every year, and we were looking forward to it. And we got a big treat. I wanted to mention that to you because we got excited because we're going to see Y&T twice in a week because we're going to see you at Sellersville Theater, which is the week before M3. We're so psyched up. We're going to see you there at the theater, and then a week later, we're going to see you at the M3 Rock Festival. It's going to be great.
Right. That's going to be cool.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
The Sellersville gig is going to be the extended standard Y&T set where we play 2 hours and
yes,
and but it's going to be fun. Yeah, I mean the great thing about playing these things like the M3 Fest and even the the cruise ship is we get to see all the other musicians and go check them out, and because we're all busy doing our own things and our own tours and stuff, so we don't get a chance to see these guys that often, and it's fun, man. I mean, I'm a fan. I like to go out and see some of these bands and sit in the audience and check them out and go, man, that's exactly what it's all about right there.
Yeah, it is. It's we've been going every year. I only missed 1 year of this festival, and it was like the very first year that they had it because I didn't even hear about it. I'm like, what? They didn't have really good people out there plugging it and stuff like that. So I got to go from the second year on. I've been going every year since. I mean, what better place every year for a metalhead like me? Back there from the '80s rock be able to go and see all these 80s bands every year and all in one place for like 2 days. It's great. It's awesome.
Yeah, it is. It is cool. I'm so happy that particular festival has worked out. Because there's not a lot of festivals left in the U.S. for rock and roll. I mean, it used to be a little bit better, but not in the last 5 or 6 years, especially. It's kind of gone downhill, and it's good that something's happening out there.
Yeah, it is. And Dave, it ain't just because I have you on the line, but I am the most excited to see Y&T because. I've seen a lot of the bands that are on the bill. I've seen, at the M3 Rock Festival, or seen them, before. And I just missed you guys back because I've been going to concerts, since the early '80s, mid '80s, and I never got to see you guys because I'm from Philadelphia, and I never got to see you guys.
Time to see us?
Yeah, I never got to see you guys back in the day. I don't know if you guys weren't on bills that I went to see. I don't know what it was. I just never got to see you guys back then, and I'm looking so forward to seeing you guys play.
Good. Well, I'm sure you're going to have a good time. We do, so it usually turns out that everybody does when we're playing.
Oh, yeah.
It's a fun thing, and I mean, and I'm so proud of the guys that are in this band. We just kick butt every night. I mean, I feel great about where the band is at right now and how we're sounding. So, I got nothing but good things to say about it. I'm real happy about what I'm doing and who I'm doing it with.
That's awesome. Yeah, you got a great lineup going with you right now. I seen who you got playing with you, and I seen some video. There's some video. Like I said, God bless YouTube when it comes to when you want to find some things going on like recent.
Exactly.
I got to see you guys, the lineup on YouTube, and see you guys jamming. Oh, you guys look like you love the playing together, and you can tell by the way it sounds. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Yeah, no, it's a good thing. It definitely is. I mean, we're not the type of band where you go, okay, well, they've been around a long time. Maybe they're just not into it anymore, and they're just doing it for the bucks or something. And it's nothing like that. It's just you can just see it. We just love playing, and if we're not playing live, honestly, we're not happy. So that's what it's all about. We're just dyed-in-the-wool musicians. We love to play music, so it comes across that way too.
Yeah, it definitely does. It definitely shows when you guys are on stage and playing. You could tell the guys that are up there just collecting the money, and the guys up there that really have a lot of heart in doing what they do. But I think. Like all the bands that are from the '80s that are still around doing it, they're doing it because it's in the heart, man. I mean, it's not all about just making the money or doing whatever. I mean, it's them days of making the really major bucks from back then is not like it used to be. So I know the guys are out there doing it all wholehearted and doing what they love.
Absolutely. Absolutely. There's not anybody that I know recently that I've seen out there that isn't doing it for the right reasons, and that's a good thing, of course. And of course, the fans pick up on that anyway. If they'll bust you on it if they think that you're just going through the motions out there. So
they know it. Yeah. Ain't nobody more critical than the '80s fans, man, because they love their music, and they believe you can't fool them guys.
That's right.
Anyway, we have Dave Meniketti, lead guitarist, lead vocalist, founder of Y&T, on the line with us. And a little quick. I'll go through the history really quickly because it's a long history, but I'm going to go through as quick as I possibly can. Y&T, as you know, started the band formed back in 1974, and you guys hail out of Oakland, California. And it was till you got a record deal with A&M Records is when they asked you guys to shorten your name to Y&T. You were Yesterday and Today. That's the name. That was the name of the band, and then you shortened it to Y&T.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't really love the name of the band, as it turned out.
Oh, okay.
And it was kind of like, now we got this new deal with A&M. We'd already had a couple of records out under the Yesterday and the Day moniker, and we just thought, now's the time. Here's when we can give it a shot and change it. And so we all were coming up with a million different names, and then somebody's like, well, I don't know, man. We have 2 records out there, and we understand they're doing pretty well outside of the U.S. too, and are they going to know who we are if we change our name completely? So we just decided to just shorten it to the initials, since that's what the fans were shouting at the encore or something like that for us. So it just made sense.
Oh yeah, it made a lot of sense. Yeah, it's awesome. YT is just cool. Yeah, it's a cool name, and like I said, you guys didn't have to go like change the whole complete. Yesterday, today was the name of the band. You changed the YT. It's so cool. That was pretty cool the way of going about it. And you guys were managed by Herbie Herbert. As you know, Herbie Herbert used to manage Journey back in the day. So
right.
Herbie was.
That was Herbie was a monster back then. I mean, he was just like, especially in the Bay Area. If you could get under his wing, you probably were going to get somewhere, because he was such a hard-working guy, and he had a lot of connections, and he helped to get us going at the very, very beginning when we were just young kids. And but it was short-lived. We were only with him for a couple of years, and then we had to sort of fend for ourselves after that.
Well, not bad,
Journey
Dave.
I know. Journey didn't want to share the attention after a point of time, because Journey was coming up about the same time as we were, and they started getting more records out there, and they started realizing that their manager was, sort of using his attention span for them and for us, and they were like, "No, we want you for ourselves only." So that's where it ended.
Oh, okay. Well, not bad for you guys, moving on with yourselves, because you sold over 4 million albums worldwide to date.
Right.
So not too bad, Dave.
Yeah, somewhere in there.
Yeah, not too shabby, not too shabby. So anyway, I want to jump up. You had a great history. I want to jump up to more of my what I remember with you guys, which is the mid '80s, like the early to mid '80s. Was when I really got to know you guys and to hear your music. I was a teenager then. That's when I was listening to all my '80s rock bands and stuff like that. And I recall the very first song I heard from you guys, which I believe was your biggest hit to date. Also, is "Summertime Girls."
Yeah, that was the biggest radio hit that we had, definitely.
Yeah,
and even MTV wise at the time, I mean they had it in pretty much heavy rotation and stuff like that. So it was doing well for us. It was doing the right thing at the right time. Let's put it that way. It was a bit commercial for us because the rest of our material is not like "Summertime Girls."
Yeah, right.
But, it was a good thing for what it was. I mean, it was just a fun summer song kind of thing, and it's still out there. I mean, people still play it every once in a while when it comes summertime.
Oh yeah, definitely, and I still remember the video. The video was great.
Yeah, it's hard to forget that one.
Yeah, video was great. Oh, how can you forget that one? Exactly. But after that,
keep busting me all the time for that one. They keep telling me, "Hey man, where's those red shorts that you have in the crop top?" And I said, I think I've got it stuck away in some old. Well, never mind.
Oh, sorry, I left them in the video. Sorry about that.
Yeah, and that's what my history with you guys go back to, around '85 when "Summertime Girls" came out, and I remember getting the Down for the Count album. And it was just a great album. I said, wow. I was telling my friends, I'm like, you ever hear of these guys? And that's basically spread a word. That's how you do it. You just spread it around to all your friends, like, yo, check out these guys. And everybody would be like giving out their cassettes to everybody. Oh, check this band out. And that's how that's how all my friends would get to know. Because one guy would go and buy the cassette and be like, yo, and just give it to everybody. And next thing you know, everybody's listening to it. But I'm just sad to say that I never got to see you guys back then. That was the only disappointment I have from the '80s, and I never got to see you guys. So I'm so looking forward to seeing you guys play now. It's like,
well, yeah, it's good. You finally get a chance, and we hear that every once in a while at the shows. Somebody that's the first time, but they've been fans for forever. They just, we couldn't seem to match the available date while they were around, or maybe we just weren't in their area enough. Who knows? But so I always love that because, when they get to see us now, okay, it's many years later since they were starting to listen to us, but it doesn't sound different. It sounds better actually because I'm a better singer now, and the material just comes off, still nice and strong. So. I feel good about it. I love it when somebody like you has been a fan for so long and finally gets a chance to see us.
Yeah,
I don't feel like you missed out on anything. I mean, sure, you missed out on a different different players that were in the band at the time, and
Right.
so there's certainly something about that. But as far as the songs coming off and getting a good experience, I think I feel proud about that. So.
Oh yeah.